Welcome back to Beyond the Tavern Wall, everyone. We're finally back in the studio. That's what we're called. I guess no, it's not a studio. It's a tavern.
To our
That's
viewers that have
Tavern.
fushigi balls, what is wrong with you?
Whoa, hold up. We don't judge any fushigis here, okay?
I judge the fushigians. No.
The fushigis.
Our primary demographic.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna make that a
crazy.
religion in my D&D world.
Spotify has like a specific analytics where it is for fushigi people. Like it's
Biggie.
it's losers and fushigi people.
I have an amazing episode idea. As seen on TV products for D&D.
Oh, I love that.
Write it down. Write it down. Write it down.
That
Write
might
that
be an
down.
episode later in the future, everyone. That's a fantastic idea.
Oh, that's
I
gonna
really
be
enjoy
great.
that.
I'm putting it down right now.
Fireball for home
what ads
defense,
would-
as seen on TV.
What ads would come up on your crystal ball? Okay. Yeah, we're excited to be back. We want to apologize for the lack of content recently. We're calling it our summer vacation. Okay, it's summer. It's hot. People got vacations. People are getting sick. Haley's not here right now. She's having some health issues, so we wish her the best of luck. She's gonna be here whenever she can. But right now she's figuring that out. Everything's okay. There's nothing.
Yeah,
to
if it's
worry
not
about.
soon, she's fired.
Yeah, because that's what we do here is we fire people. So
I would have been
often.
fired so long ago if that's what we did.
Hunter's a mean boss. Okay.
I'm a jerk, bro.
Yeah. You wouldn't see it, but he has yelled at us viciously
Constantly.
behind bars.
Constantly.
keeps
He
flirting
seems
with
so
us
calm and
behind bars.
collected once the camera's on. The second Craig is out of the chat, Craig, our recording bot, Hunter rips into us. There's been tears shed because of this man.
Just know the more you
It was
talk,
from
the
me.
worse it's gonna be once we cut the cameras off.
Oh, fetch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't cut my health insurance again.
I can't go back in the dog kennel. Please stop.
Trap you in the cat tree this time.
But we're gonna be getting more episodes out, and stuff like that. And you'll probably see like, I don't know. We talked a little bit last. I guess I talked a little bit last episode that we have some like a little bit of changes that we're gonna come up to Beyond the Tavern Wall in the future. We'll be talking about those later and stuff like that. But we're doing some things to keep things fresh for us. You know, we've been doing this for 3 years. Ideas kind of run dry sometimes, so we're coming
Sometimes
up with new
we-
stuff.
Sometimes we run out of things to talk about. And by sometimes, I mean,
All the freaking time.
yeah.
We have
still
bi-weekly
do that?
planning meetings, and even then, we only get like 1 or 2 ideas a week. Not bi-weekly. Twice a week? Is that bi-weekly?
It can be twice a
That's
week or every other
2
week.
weeks.
It technically works.
Can we
weekly.
invent a new term, please? Because I hate this. If I tell someone
Wow,
it's
more
bi-weekly and they
bi-erasure.
get that wrong,
Do you have something wrong with
Sam's
buys?
trying to erase people again.
Hey, it's not Pride Month.
Oh wait, never mind. Okay, I don't have to
We're
do
good.
that.
June is over.
Gosh.
I'm not
We're
making any
gonna
jokes.
send
Nope,
anything.
nope, yep,
No,
I'm done.
hold up.
We're
We are
treading some
supportive. We love
thin ground.
everyone.
We do.
We're gonna
Let
Beyond
me
the
call
Tavern
some
Wall
people to see if I can get a pass or two.
Sam, Hunter, and I love each other very much. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we are brosexual.
Gosh, maybe I should cut that part out. We'll see. No, we'll be fine. But yeah, so before we get into the episode, I first want to shout out our social media stuff. So you can find us, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all those places. We'd love to have you there and come and support us on those. We have, again, we're restructuring, so hopefully we can get more stuff out and on those as well. I'm going to adjust my camera. Sorry. But yeah, follow us on those. Anything else we want to say before we start?
I've eaten so much popcorn in the past 10 minutes.
That is relative to what we're talking about.
It's great.
I got popcorn here too. My Twitch stream makes fun of me because I eat movie snacks 24/7.
Dude, I
I'm
love
like,
popcorn.
yeah, I love popcorn. We have a popcorn machine around the corner. Of course, I'm going to use it. So grab your popcorn, everyone, because we're going to be talking about deals with the devil today, everyone. I want to bring up a question. Let's set the mood real fast. If I had Fantasy bot up, I would set the mood, but I'm not going to. You're in hell. Should be
Where is
familiar
hell?
for a few of you guys.
Uh-huh.
Traveling through a city. You're in need of something.
Mm-hmm.
talk to a devil, and it says, if you make this deal with me, I can get you where you need to go. The deal being whatever terms it may set. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now. I work 12 hours today, it feels like. Do you guys make a deal with the devil to figure out to help you get somewhere you need to go faster or get the necessary thing?
I'm going to take some wise advice. 1 second, let me do the Trump's hand gestures. I'm going to take some wise advice from a devil that I do know. Because, you know, what's worse than a devil that you know? It's a devil that you don't know. I don't know this devil. I'm not taking his advice. I'm not taking his deal.
What if he's a one sexy devil?
Ooh. I'd have to get to know him first. Kind of like that other devil that I'm referencing. It's Raphael, Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, I was really confused on where you're going with that. I'm like,
It's
there's
like like the first thing he says to you. It's like, oh, what's worse than a devil that you know, a devil that you don't, or something like that. I don't know the exact quote.
Neither do I.
He calls himself a fox or something. Like,
He
gosh
is.
dang, just get in bed with me already.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah. If you, we're not talking about your characters. We're talking about you guys right now. Do you guys take the deal?
Oh, me personally.
Yeah.
The
I'm gonna
power of
lawyer the
Christ
fetch
compels
out of
you.
it.
Throws up
Yeah.
the tea. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not going to entertain that. Me personally, I'm not going to entertain that at all. Even if my situation seems incredibly dire, I'm just
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know, just that doesn't interest me. To me that screams like trap, you know, whenever a devil is talking to me. I know they don't have my best interests at heart. I know they're not doing this because they wish me well and they want me to succeed. They're doing it to get power over me, power over somebody else, or for entertainment. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna take that deal.
Hunter, you're taking it, aren't you?
Depends on what he's offering, you know?
What if he promised you the thing you've always wanted most? He could
Man,
give
It's a
that to
trap,
you.
Hunter.
Baja
Panda.
Blast.
I was gonna say Panda Express. The thing you've
Sold.
always wanted most.
Sold. Oh gosh. Personally, no. Like,
Okay.
I've learned to really enjoy working through a process and like working towards to achieve something that I want. And like, I don't feel like there's any fun in just like skipping to the ending and getting what you want just for free.
Come on. Is it always a trap? Come on. You guys don't know.
Of course, it's
You don't
always
know if it's a trap. You don't know that. Okay. But here's the question, because this is
Well,
a problem
Brayden,
that
what would
comes
you
up a
do?
lot. I'm 100% taking the deal, dude. I'll do it for. You know, here's the thing. I think I'm with Hunter. It really would depend. If it was me myself, probably not. You know, like I'm not going to. But this is a problem I think in D&D overall, is that a lot of times when it comes to making a deal with not only a devil, because deals can be made with many different creatures. You can do whether and it doesn't have to be a soul binding deal. Like it could be a deal with a king or organization or your guild or whatever, like some sort of deal that may seem shady or whatever it is. There's a lot of times players are very hesitant to make those deals. Why
Mhm.
do we feel like players are hesitant to make deals? And maybe not just specifically devil deals or stuff like that, but deals with higher like a higher power, whether that's again a king or a leader of an organization or not.
I've got two responses to this. And both come down to a psychological level. Humans naturally are very cautious creatures. It's something that's built into our DNA. And so we have some pretty reactive fight or flight responses. Also, humans, as wonderful creatures, are very prone to finding patterns. And I think throughout media and history, we've seen plenty of examples of making deals with devils in movies, literature, that never end up well. So when it comes up as an opportunity for ourselves in our D&D game, we're already working off of those patterns. We know as ourselves that it's not going to work, and it's really difficult to push your character into a situation where they will, because it's so heavily ingrained in ourselves.
I was going to bring that up. I was like, is that meta knowledge then? Because you as your person's not going to do it. Maybe not meta knowledge, but like meta gaming. You know,
It
like,
100% is.
Yeah, because it's a little bit of you going in.
But because it's so ingrained into our human nature, it's really hard, even as like a gaming standpoint, to go against that. It's like being nice to the NPCs in games. It's just something you do. Playing an evil campaign, how far can you get without feeling bad?
Speaking of that, growing up, I played the what is it called? Infamous games. And I was the evil guy in Infamous. I went the evil route because powers are so cool. I played Infamous Second Son at like 3 years ago, and I could not get myself to do the evil things. I was like, no, like my morals had completely shifted. So yeah, 100% like morality and what we've been trained on kind of deal that. Kendall, you said you disagreed.
Yeah, I disagree with it being metagaming because I feel like if you are in a world where there are devils, there is going to be folklore following them. You know, there are going to be tales of warning, legends and myths about it, fairy tales, even fables that warn children not to do business with this shady figure. I feel like that's just part of it's a package deal with the devil if you have a devil in your world.
Well, it's not. Let's take away from devils then.
Okay.
What about let's go with like the king.
Okay.
Like a lot of times, like or someone who is trying to take advantage of you. If they can give you something that's going to help you with the quest in exchange for you giving them something, and you're not sure what they're going to use it for. For example, let's say you're talking to the museum curator, and he wants you to go to an ancient ruin and grab an ancient artifact. This guy's a
Okay.
little shady. Okay, he's from Britain, and
Hmm.
they've always stolen things from Egypt. So,
Never
like
trust
you
an
don't.
Englishman.
You don't want to give him this ancient artifact. Like there's a possibility of that. But at the same time, that's the only way you're going to get the super secret in the super secret vault artifact that he has.
Mhm.
Like at what point would your character, Kendall, make that be like it's the end justifies the means? Oh, yeah, is that the right word? Yeah.
Mhm.
Means justify the end. Yeah.
If I know that that curator has like nefarious intentions, I think I'm gonna do a whole, yeah, I'll get it for you, and then I go and get it, and then I just never come back.
But that's the only way you can get the super specific item to destroy the big bad evil guy.
Mm,
And in the end, he may just be a shifty character. He just may be his
yeah,
character could just be shady. You don't. He
that's
could just
true.
want this as
Just want to sell it.
sell it or display it. Like it's a powerful artifact that's going to bring people into the museum.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't necessarily know what they're going to use it for. I mean, devils.
Yeah.
Actually, you bring up the devil thing. Like, yeah, that makes sense. There could be folklore and all that stuff. Like, you wouldn't 100% trust them, probably innately, depending on the lore of your world. But like average business people, average people, where do you find the balance with that?
That's a great question.
Mhm.
If it was me, I think a younger Kendall would go for it. Right now, I'm about 50-50 on it. I think
Mhm.
the way to approach this kind of situation is keeping, if we're talking just role play wise, is like just keeping your character's age in mind and their naivety,
Mhm.
you know?
Bast would be making all of the deals at the beginning of the
Oh, yeah.
campaign.
oh yeah, this guy wants me to go get this person's dog.
Oh, Satan?
Sweet.
Sheesh, that's
Satan?
Hey,
dope.
Satan.
Hi. Heard a lot about you.
You're kind of anyway. So, so have players been actually? You already answered that question a little bit. Are all deals malicious?
No.
And
No.
but
Yes.
are players? Yes.
No.
If you're in my campaigns,
Never
I
make
guess,
a
yeah, they are.
deal.
In my campaigns, yes, they might be a little malicious, right? Have players been conditioned into thinking all deals are malicious?
Well, yeah, that goes
If
back
it
to
is
what I was
a-
talking about.
Yeah. If it's a tit for tat, you get me this, I get you that. Like, do players immediately put their I want to pull up another scenario of like, what if it's your friendly wizard Gandalf? You know, maybe not Gandalf, but like a friendly wizard is over here like, hey, I need you to get me this powerful artifact. And in return, I will teach you a powerful spell. This is a friendly person. Are you more willing to do that?
So powerful, why can't you get it yourself?
Because it's about the journey. Why didn't Gandalf go drop it in, okay? All
You
right.
talking about the ring?
We already know that. We
You wanna
already
get
know
into
the
that
reason. We
debate?
already know the reason why, okay?
Yeah, if they're
I think Gandalf
friendly,
was. Oh, sorry.
if they're friendly and trustworthy, then yeah, I'm gonna be more willing to do this for them, of course.
Mhm,
I think
mhm.
that's a given.
I think social standing does play a big deal into how you react towards these kinds of encounters. Because I mean, like we've said, like devils, it's very stereotypical. It's like, oh, there's gonna be some kind of catch. That's a very low social standing. Like constant rumors about being like, hey, don't go making deals with the devil. They're bad people. They're in literal hell. Why would you deal with this person in the first place? But I mean, like, you could have a king who seems like great. They could very well be corrupt. They have that high social standing. Probably should have no reason to suspect them, but I mean, pattern recognition, a lot of times people are gonna be like, oh, person in position of power, why should I trust you? What do you have to gain from this?
I watched a video by fetch. I had the name on Mystic Arts, I believe the guy's name is. Let me look that up. A phenomenal, first off, really awesome D&D content creator. Very, in my opinion, and this isn't like I think he's one of the most intelligent content creators out there. Like he's very smart with how he says things. Like the way he speaks and shares the information is very well done and well thought out. I believe it is Mystic Arts. Yeah. Yeah, Mystic Arts. I'll put the link to this specific video in the description below. But he talks about specifically the topic we're talking about: why D&D players don't make deals. And he brought up something I really liked, where he talked about, and I was thinking about it a little bit before. A lot of the problem falls on to the DM. This is kind of what I picked up from him, because a deal doesn't have to be malicious or evil, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, if I get this, if you guys bring me this artifact, the end of the world comes. It could literally be something that actually is to the player's advantage more than not. Like, oh, if you're with this thieves guild or whatever, this thieves guild, they're a little like shady and all that stuff, and they're like, hey, go get me this item. Go get me the Eyes of Cathalt or whoever, these magic items, and you give them to the Thieves Guild, and they're actually not that powerful, or they're not like anything special crazy. And he thinks he robbed you of a deal, but in reality, he gave you the master skeleton key to break into the wizard's tower or whatever, like the key item you needed. Like a lot of times, like DMs don't do that. DMs are usually like a lot of DMs are kind of like, oh, it is world, like you don't want to make this deal, but you have to make this deal because you can't. Like I think it's like I think of our our campaigns and how we did the deals. At what point did Strider, Hunter's character, want to make the deal?
wanted revenge.
when he was desperate
Mhm.
at his lowest. In my opinion, that was a great example. And maybe this is a little bias, but that was like a perfect example
Please.
of a deal being a good time to bring up a deal.
Mhm.
Because it kind of hit a player. Players have different play styles, and it played into the player's play style and also the characters. Because if I'm over here, oh, this plays into the character, but I can't get past that barrier Sam was talking about, that mental barrier that we as just normal humans kind of put up, it's going to be hard to get that through. But if I can get past that mental barrier of the player, but it's not something the character would do, the character's not going to do it. So, Strider being desperate to want a revenge, Asmodeus, whatever you want to call him, Asmodaddy.
Asmodaddy.
Absolutely, he kissed a turtle.
He did.
Oh, here's the thing. Here's something about the now defunct campaign. He didn't care that Roland died.
Oh.
I'm gonna say it.
I don't
say it,
care that
Sam.
you broke your elbow.
Yep.
Mm.
Sam's gonna cry. Sam's crying right now as we speak. He just put.
No,
up
I
a
think we've
photo.
had this conversation before.
Oh, okay. I thought we hadn't. I wanted to say
Probably.
it. I wanted to make him cry. We can make a deal
That he does care.
that he does care. You
Who's
just have
desperate
to-
now?
The cost is Roland no longer will.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I'll
That's
take that
worse.
deal.
Anyway,
What's better than a devil that hates you?
a devil that loves you.
Loves you.
There you go.
In all honesty, but that deal played into Strider and Hunter. Hunter being the great role player he is, wanting to go with that, but also Strider being desperate. I have a lot. I'll probably share more of my notes about what we talked about, what this video talked about. I like one quote he has is, if you play into those player types, that's how you tempt them. And what's most important is the players need to feel desperate and they need to know what the deal is.
Mhm.
Instead of just, I'm making a deal. It's, okay, the deal was, you owe me a favor and I will call upon it when needed or whatever. Sorry, I wasn't sidetracked, but what do you guys think? What do you guys think about that?
Oh, do you think it's almost better for a player to present a deal instead of a DM?
Mhm.
Because that's essentially what happened in that encounter. Is I was like, "Hey, this is what I need. I know that you have the power to grant this. What do you think about this?"
I think it can go both ways as long as I think it's easier to get a player to make a deal if they present it.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
I don't think that's the way to go though. Like, because again, if you go to make it, we go to the typical devil because the devil is who you think of when you think of a deal. So we'll go back there. Like, lost my train of thought saying that. Shoot, chicken flippers. Oh, freaking heck.
That's a new one. Write that one down.
Gosh darn, I used to say gosh darn chicken flippers all the time. But a player approaching with a deal is much easier to make because the player is already ready to make the deal. It's hard to know if a character and a player is ready to make a deal if you're the one presenting it.
Mhm.
A devil will take a deal no matter what because he'll twist it to benefit him more than not. A king that is more concerned about the kingdom will probably twist in a way that benefits the kingdom or himself more, or something like that.
Or
Anyone
his
like,
reputation.
or his reputation, yes, to benefit them. Like a lot of times, people want to be on the good end of a deal, no matter what. They don't want to be on the short end of the stick because humans are naturally lazy. Well, not naturally. That's a lie. Humans can be lazy. People can be lazy.
Humans naturally look for the easiest way to get
Yeah.
to their desired
Yes.
solution.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to find the easiest way to get there. So they're going to figure it out. So you presenting, and I also think it's where are you coming from with the deal? are you coming out of desperation or are you coming out of place of power?
Yeah.
That's another question, you know? Like if I defeated a group of bandits, I have the power over them to make a deal and they can't really force much on me. But if I'm going to the
Mhm.
king in desperation saying I need an army, they have power over me because I'm the one who is in need of something or desperation for something. Um, does that answer your question? And I don't have to be the only one to answer that. Anyone else can.
Dude, I totally win that deal with the king.
You just be like, let me kiss you, and then
You know, I'd say, hey, King so and so, you're gonna give me your army, or the messengers I have waiting for my return. If I don't return, they're gonna start heading off. They're gonna go to the rival nation. They're gonna get their army, and then we're gonna get the spoils. You don't want them to get it, do you? Now we're at the table. See,
it's a position of power. That's
That's
how you win a
another
deal.
thing.
Mhm.
Is like bartering. Does that happen enough in some of these deals? I feel like it's something that's kind of overlooked that people just kind of be like, all right, this is like our one option that we have. We can't really counter offer it.
I guess that's the difference between a deal and a contract. Like, are you signing a contract with the devil, or are you making a deal with him?
Well, I mean, why can't you go and barter for more favorable terms? Like, what I think of is that when in our home campaign, when we first got to Hell, this pit fiend that we had to make a deal with that we 100% should not have bartered with because we had no right to. We were level 5 players in Hell. But we bartered for an additional like 100 days to fulfill the terms of this contract. And I feel like that's something that doesn't happen super often. I mean, in that situation, it should not have, if I'm being 100% honest.
Dude,
Should not have.
I don't know how to make deals, dude. That's the one hard part about being a DM for me is I'm not like super bright
Mhm.
or quick on my. I'm witty. I'm not intelligent witty. In that does that make sense? I can't think on my
Yeah.
toes like that compared to
No,
like
you're good.
Sam, who's really good at just destroying me when it comes to Mishra or Kendall,
Wink.
and yeah, and stuff like that. Like you guys are very like intelligently witty. Is there a word for that? I'm not sure what we call
Clever.
it. And clever, yeah, I guess that's a good
Mm.
word. But like, if someone, for me, I'm not a very like if someone starts almost yelling louder than me, if that makes sense, or bartering harder, I'm more like to be, oh yeah, no, I get it. I need you to make this deal. So when it's like,
Noted.
noted. Well, I mean, now that I said it, if you're level 5 in a pit fiend, you've already said we shouldn't have made that deal anyway. So I can push way harder as this is like you have no power into this. I will kill you if not, or whatever. Like you can't
Oh,
leave
no, I'm not
this.
talking about D&D anymore.
Oh, in real life. Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
just-
you don't have to barter with me for that. So okay.
You just want me to yell at you.
Yeah, I do. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Not because of that, just because it's 70 degrees and this
Yeah,
basement
uh-huh.
and all that stuff. So,
Of course.
um, so what makes a good deal then? If you are a DM or a player, well, you're coming to the table. What makes a good deal?
Loopholes.
Loopholes, I feel like, are kind of a cop out in some situations.
Those are just a fun prize.
Yeah, as a player, if you are, it kind of really depends on who's on the end of the loophole that is being
Mm.
exposed. Like, if it's in your favor, it's awesome. It feels great. You're like, haha, I took advantage of you. If you're on the short end of the stick, that sucks, and you feel
Yeah.
gypped, which translates to real life. Funny enough, crazy.
No.
I feel like more often than not, again, it becomes very situational. A deal should be fair, especially if it's something that you have driving a plot point that like you've really been working towards. But there are also instances that you want to be like, this is something that you really, really need. Why can't I take advantage of that and have the terms be a little bit more favorable towards me?
Can I bring up a question about that? Should a
Yeah.
DM hide important plot points behind a deal? knowing that players are less likely to make them?
I would arguably say no,
No.
because it sucks. But at the same time,
Mhm.
like, it really just depends on the world, on the story you're going with.
I think what
Yeah.
you could do and sorry, go ahead, Kendall. I've talked a lot.
So yeah, what I was gonna say is you kind of feel like tricked into the deal when the DM it doesn't give you all the information. And what I mean by not all the information, I'm not saying you need to tell me where this is going to lead and who did this with who and all that stuff. But we need to know that there are other options. And if you want your players to take the deal, make the deal the easy way out, right?
That's where I
It's
was gonna go to. Yeah.
yeah.
So, kind of circling back to what I said, with it kind of potentially locking behind plot points, it's not a good thing to do. What I kind of have in mind is like have a deal set up that it's like you need this super powerful artifact that's in this insane fortress. I have information to help you get in there.
Mm.
You don't have to take the deal, but it's going to be insanely harder for you to go and get this artifact. So helps progress the
I get
plot.
yeah.
They still have a
Mhm.
route to take,
Mhm.
but it's going to be so much harder if they don't take this deal.
Yeah. The deal isn't necessarily locking the item behind hand. It's locking another path you could go.
Mhm.
But it might be again, we've brought up,
Yeah.
the easier path isn't always the right path. I mean, we've talked about the easier path a lot today. Humans want to do that, but there will be consequences for that as well.
Yeah.
No, I think that I understand what you're saying now. Speaking
Yeah.
of consequences, I want to bring up Mr. Cards again. He
Okay.
said something I absolutely love. And I look at this, obviously, again, a lot of my perspective is as a DM. Players are gonna try to break your deal.
Oh yeah.
Players are gonna
Guilty.
try to trick you. They're trying to figure something out. And what he said is that you need to have actual consequences for that. And they don't need to happen right away. It's not, oh, you break the deal, the hag appears immediately and attacks you. It can be, oh, I break the deal. They feel fine, and then the hag shows up at the moment they're least expecting it. What I love about that is it shows that, hey, you guys can't just abuse this stuff. There are powerful things out there that will take you out. If it evolves into combat, your monster should be powerful enough to deal with it. Maybe not kill them all, or maybe not even win the fight, but be like, holy crap, we've got into a fight with a terrifying person. Like
Yeah.
they have, if they're making deals, they're gonna be powerful. If it's a monster, I mean, if you're fighting the merchant guild leader or whoever, like they may not be super powerful, but at the same time, they might have
They'll have
powerful
connections.
connections. Exactly.
Have
Like,
ways to hunt
oh,
you down. Yeah.
you break a merchant guild contract or a deal with that, you steal something from them, you don't come back with the artifact. Well, they know some people in the underground. They know some
Mhm.
assassins. They'll send those out you. And just the consequence needs to be um up there in how important the deal is. So if you're making a big deal and they're wanting something and then the players inevitably break it if they never do it, there needs to be some major consequences for that. And that could be I come and steal your firstborn child in the middle of the night or whatever it may be. Or you Rumpelstiltskin their uh,
Oh my gosh.
or something like that. Um,
Or they steal your voice.
exactly. Um,
Little Mermaid, 1989. Look it up if you haven't heard of it.
I've never heard of that show before. What's it
That was a
about?
cringy joke. I'm sorry.
No, it was good.
Did you know
I
on
like
the
that.
original box cover art for the Little Mermaid, hidden in the castle?
No.
People know. People know.
See, my
Don't.
favorite part about that joke, okay, is that you made something super obvious sound like it wasn't super obvious. And I like those jokes. How often do I do those jokes? All the time. POV, me when I say something about a joke I like. I say that joke all the time. So
That's a funny joke, though.
It
It's
is.
just
It's
it's
why I
just
keep
funny in its
saying it.
stupidity.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Mhm.
Heck, I need to get a better sense of humor, guys. Um, consequences. Players consequence. Are players missing out on interesting story arcs or interactions by avoiding packs or deals?
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
You telling me you're not gonna find some dude in a freaking trench coat in some back alleyway that's like, hey, there's this powerful artifact here. You can go and steal it for me. And you're just gonna ditch that, bro?
Dude, honestly, I'd
You're
make a deal
nuts.
with a guy in a trench coat all the time.
I feel like he's gonna sell me a faulty sundial.
He's like,
Mhm.
"What about a
My
sundial?"
man.
We're on a Disney kick.
Yeah, we are.
That was Hercules, 1967.
Do you know they
1997.
keep Walt
I said
Disney's
that.
frozen head under Pirates of the Caribbean?
It's true. And also, there's a basketball court under the Matterhorn. They're on the same level of conspiracies, okay?
Did you know somebody got decapitated on the Matterhorn?
That's cool. We can save that for our
Ooh.
D&D conspiracy episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we talk about the Disney conspiracies in D&D. We're going to be talking about what ads you can buy in your crystal ball. We'll talk about what are the Disney conspiracies equivalent in D&D next. What is the conspiracy theories? What is the JFK assassination equivalent in Dungeons and Dragons?
Mirkov.
No.
You know,
Oh no.
I do
He
have a
wasn't
bit of a theory about the JFK thing. I think he was
What?
murdered.
Wait,
Brilliant.
what?
Brilliant, this
Yeah.
one.
I think he was
You
murdered.
heard-
No.
Assassinated even.
No.
That's a hot
Like, it
take,
was-
man.
it
You've
was
heard it here
planned.
first. You've heard it here first, everyone. Beyond
Oh,
the Tavern
man.
Wall exclusive.
Tune in next week when we uncover the killer.
It was me, Barry.
Gosh.
Do you guys have examples of your favorite of deals in media or maybe deals or how people have outsmarted deals, outplayed deals in media?
Yeah.
What is it? Tell me.
Well,
Is it me?
not in media, but I have heard D&D stories of monks making deals with devils and fae for their firstborn child, and they've already swore an oath of celibacy.
Oh gosh.
Nice.
That's the paladin oath. Just kidding. My oath as a paladin is the oath of celibacy.
I think that's great.
That's a good one. No, I like that one. I will bring up a very, very popular one. Jester. Critical Role Campaign 2. Spoilers.
Mm,
Skip ahead 5 minutes because I'll talk that long. Not really. I don't know how long. I'm not going to put the things up. Spoilers for Critical Role 2. Hopefully you don't skip ahead and hear it. It's also been out 10 years. So I think it ended in 2020. It started 2016.
Yeah.
So Jester. So there's a character in Critical Role named Not. She was born a spoilers halfling, and ended up becoming a goblin through some stuff.
You
So
just
they go to
ruined
find a-
Critical Role for me.
Literally all 3 campaigns hinge on this fact too. All 4. And the 4th one is even in Exandria. So I've literally ruined everything. And the Christmas special. So the characters, they go in to make a bargain with the hag that turned her into a goblin, I believe. A very powerful hag. And they all go in and they're all offering, hey, this is what I'll give. This is what I'll give. This is what I'll give. Jester goes in and is like, I will give you my hands, which she uses to paint, which is like all powerful to her. And it's like, oh my God, everyone's like, oh my gosh, this is insane. Like, oh my goodness.
Does she have a bag of hands?
No.
It's
She's like,
insane, or
well, if I'm
should
going
not
to
have
make this
worked.
deal, and she ends up like making the deal, and she's like, can I at least share a cupcake with you? And the hag's like, sure, whatever, fine, that's all good. And then from the beginning of the campaign, Matt Mercer, the DM, had given her this dust of deliciousness, which gives disadvantage on all wisdom saving throws made after you eat it.
the Laura Bailey,
pours-
everybody.
She pours this dust of deliciousness on top, like sprinkles, and then gives it to the hag. The hag eats it, and then she casts Modify Memory on the hag to make it seem like she had agreed to a deal already with Jester. The hag failed her wisdom saving throw. But also, the crazy part about that, she got disadvantage, but hags, because they're Fae, they get advantage on wisdom saving throws from magical effects and fail.
Cancel out.
So, because it canceled out. So, it's just a straight roll plus modifiers, but failed the thing. And that is how Jester overcame making a deal with a hag. And it's probably the most iconic part in all of campaign 2. In all honesty,
No,
it's probably,
seriously.
like the coolest
It's
part
right
of
up
campaign
there.
2.
It's
I-
I still remember watching it. I was
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
flabbergasted.
I
think
haven't
I watched it
watched all.
live.
I haven't watched all of campaign 2, but I will go back and watch highlights. And that one is just when I want to bask in Laura Bailey's greatness,
Mhm.
because just completely, just a complete pro move. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but
Unrelated
that's a professional
question.
D&D
At what
person,
level
yeah.
can you cast Modify Memory? Asking for a friend.
I think
Is
it's
that
a 6th level spell.
So level 12? I think.
I'm looking it up.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
There's level 11.
Easy to cast on me, the DM.
Ooh. The less you need to take from that
Okay.
whole part of
It's a
Critical
5th
Role.
level.
Is it 5th level? Jeez. Take inventory of what you give your players. Because
Mhm.
it was just like this random one-off item that he gave so early on that I completely forgot about. And so she's like, oh,
Laura
I've
Bailey,
got
she
this.
did not forget.
Lamau, we
Mhm.
got you, boy.
Mhm.
It was crazy. Any other deals or loopholes that people have pulled?
I mentioned Hercules earlier, and that's one of my favorite Disney films.
So good.
So freaking good, but
What's the one
his
in Hercules
deal,
again?
he makes a deal with Hades that he cannot interfere with the Titans storming Mount Olympus and basically taking over the world. And one of the conditions is that nobody gets hurt.
Mhm.
And then he's about to get like the pillars falling down on him, and Meg jumps in the way, saves him, but she gets hurt by the pillar, and that nullifies the deal. And he gets all his strength back, and it's like, whoa, awesome! I don't know. I just love that movie so much.
I've watched
It's
it
a
so
really
many
good
times and I
moment.
don't remember that. I need to go back and watch it. Wow.
It's a really
It's
good
fire,
moment.
bro.
That's good to know. I did not know that.
Watch it. Music is amazing too.
I
Mhm.
tried out for Mary Poppins and I sang Go the Distance in my tryout.
Nice.
It's my
Nice.
favorite Disney show. That and Princess and the Frog. Oh, that's
Ooh.
another
Princess
one.
and the Frog.
Yeah,
Okay.
That
Princess
is
and
a
the
That's a
Frog.
big
Okay,
deal.
well, talking about deals and going wrong. Okay, it's the green I see. Okay, and then what does he
Mhm.
turn into? A slimy,
frog.
ugly green frog.
Mhm.
Dude, talking about like devils trying to just manipulate you in that sense, and also making
Oh, yeah.
deals that you aren't fully aware of.
That's with
You
the
know,
Shadow
like,
Man, son.
mm-hmm.
Although, if
That's
you
a
look
good
at it
one.
from a really fun perspective, he did get what he needed. Being the
Mhm.
frog showed him that there's more to life than just money and all that
And
jazz.
girls.
So technically, it wasn't like a big loophole. He did get what he needed in the end.
I wasn't saying it was a loophole. It just was very vague.
Twisting of his words. It's,
I mean,
it's
it's
the
the idea
genie
of
method, I feel like.
the
Yeah.
genie method or wish. Wish is a big the 9th level spell wish,
Mhm.
which allows you to cast any spell of 8th level and below without some material components, or you can make a wish, but there's a 33% chance it will never work again. You can never use a spell. But some DMs, and I honestly probably would too, is you have to be extremely specific. Like, for example, if you're over here, like in a sense, you're making a deal with the universe, or you're making a wish to the universe, and then the universe interprets the deal and the conditions, and then you suffer the consequences of that.
I want to see
So,
a
like,
lawyer
So-
play a bard.
Oh,
Ooh.
College of Lawyer, College of
Eloquence.
Stanford.
It would be College of Is it Eloquence that gives you
I
like the
think it would
silver
be
tongue and stuff?
eloquence. Yeah.
No, is it eloquence or lore?
Eloquent. Yeah, I played in a college
which
of
one was
eloquence.
Backpack
both.
Boy? Because that's the one that had
You're
it.
eloquence. You're eloquence. Yeah,
There, yeah, that one.
that
Mhm.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just looked at this up, and there's actually like a term for these kind of deals.
Which ones?
They're-
The
just like a deal with the devil or a genie.
Okay.
It's called a Faustian bargain.
Faustian. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and that
that's-
comes from Johann Gregorig Faust. No, Gregorig, just Gregor. Yeah.
I
The
never
original
remember that.
blueprint.
It's Johann.
The
Right.
original blueprint for the deal with the devil, the 16th century German scholar signed a pact in blood with the demon Mephistopheles, trading his soul for ultimate knowledge and otherworldly power for 24 years. I think this is a play.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's a folklore, a Polish legend.
Idiot.
Oh. And there's the other one. I really like there's a folklore legend about the farmer who makes a deal with the devil and
Mhm.
says, "You can have everything that grows above the ground." And like
Mm.
help me grow my crops. And you can have that. So he plants his
Grew
crops.
potatoes.
The devil comes to
Potatoes.
the devil comes to gets it, but nothing's grown yet because he just planted them. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I can't
Mm.
get you at." The devil's like, "No, I want everything that's below the ground now." Oh, he's like, "All right,
Mm.
well, you make a deal and all that stuff." They all grow, and now it's like there's nothing below ground, and the farmer still gets all the stuff above ground, and basically just beat the other one. Also, another great deal, Johnny the fiddler.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
The
like,
devil
what
went
Is
down
his
the drain.
name
is this
Johnny?
about?
The boy says, "My name's Johnny,"
Johnny, and it might be sin.
and it might be sin.
I'll take your bet. You're gonna regret because I'm
I'm the
the best
best
that's ever
ever been.
been. You just said Johnny. I was like, what are you
I know.
talking about?
That's exactly why I said it, because I knew you guys would
Okay.
understand
Oh
right away.
man.
So
Mhm.
another example, I just looked it up to make sure because I haven't read it in a very long time. But a picture of Dorian Gray is another cool example of this. Are you guys familiar?
I know
with
that one.
You know
I
that
thought you
one?
said
Sam,
Dorian
I
tell
know that
us.
one.
Gray.
Tell us
He's
about
he's
it.
the one who like obtains immortality as long as he doesn't view like a certain portrait of himself, correct? Like he
Yes.
can never see himself.
No,
Oh,
he
yeah.
can't look at a specific portrait painted of him.
Got it.
Um,
Which easy, bury it. You're done.
wait, can
Drop
we
it in
look
the
at it?
ocean. I think he can't.
But
It's
anyway,
been a while
basically,
since I've seen the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Terrible and great movie, by the way.
okay,
Is
but
he in that?
basically the story is that this he makes a deal with the devil that he will be young and beautiful forever so that he can pursue like a hedonistic lifestyle. And uh basically his true soul, his true person is what shows up in this portrait. And so he hides it away. I'm not sure if he can see it or not. Again, it's been a long time. But basically somebody finds the portrait and it is the most grotesque looking person in the world because of how ugly Dorian Gray is inside. So that one I feel like doesn't really have as high stakes, but I could be wrong. Let me look into it a little bit more as you
Like,
guys
immortality,
continue
but there's a
talking.
bad selfie of me out there? Yes, please.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
That's
So,
like really low stakes.
We almost
Um,
consider like the blessing of Achilles
That's a
be
good
kind
one too.
falling into that same umbrella. For those of you who aren't familiar, Achilles
is something in
wasn't
your foot, right?
he was held by his. It's the reason that it's called the Achilles tendon. It's right along like just above your heel kind of area.
Achilles is a country, right?
Anyways, his mother held him by his heel and dipped him into the river Styx, if I'm remembering the legend correctly.
Yeah.
And that made everywhere except that Achilles tendon like invulnerable. No blade could break it. Like all these great things just couldn't be killed. But that Achilles heel was his one weakness, and basically like the slightest blow to it killed him.
It's kind of crazy that they named the heel after him before like that had ever happened. Like that was the name for it. You know, he was named after the heel.
Gosh. Why would his mom name him after the tendon in his heel?
Yeah. Kind of weird, honestly.
Did he get bullied in school for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so super
Um,
high freaking stakes. I don't know if you would consider it a deal. I don't know. Greek mythology is a weird thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, the guy literally gives man fire and gets his eyes eaten out or his intestines eaten out for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
I learned
intestines,
that
Okay,
myth from
atheist.
Portal.
From what AI is saying, again, take it with a grain of salt. It's AI. It kind of sounds like a Green Goblin situation with a picture of Dorian Gray, where if he looks at it, he starts getting super paranoid,
Coward.
and and
Interesting.
rageful and disgust and guilt and all of that stuff. But in the end, at the end of the book, he, in a fit of rage, he stabs the picture and he ages rapidly and dies.
And dies. Haha.
Yeah.
Haha.
So
R.I.P.
Oh, so the
loser.
portrait needs to be protected.
I guess so, yes.
Burn it.
Well,
That's interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
that makes sense because it's
I
like
need to reread
it's
it.
his soul, and if you put a knife
It's-
through his soul,
He's
he
basically
dies.
he made the deal to like instead of me aging, the picture will age. So
Yes.
yeah.
But
I just
also,
looked
it
it
will
up
manifest
on
how ugly
Wikipedia.
his soul is as well. So
Mhm.
it's not like if your soul is ugly, you're going to be ugly in real life,
Mhm.
right? But the picture is making it so he has like gross eyes and like horrible disfigurement.
Mhm.
So it really just needs to be something that has like a reward or some kind of boon or something like that,
Mm.
but risk. You need to have the counterbalance to make it just like, oh, I'm just gonna get this for free. Haha.
Yeah, the major
Mhm.
themes of that book is morality, societal influence,
And
vanity,
vanity, yeah.
egotism, homoeroticism, and gender roles.
Ooh.
How
I know
erotic.
some of those words.
Yes.
Any other things before we wrap up the episode?
I don't know, take inspiration from your own life, I would say. I feel like it's easy to find ways to or inspiration for deals with the devil just by observing other people and their own vices, if
And
that
what
makes
deals
sense.
they've made with the devil.
I'm not no, I know, I'm saying I'm worried that people are
Wicked
going to
people.
take it as I'm suggesting you play D&D with your alcoholic dad. Like no. That's not what
I
I'm
would
saying.
pay to see
Well,
that. Send us
No.
videos of you playing D&D with your alcoholic dads.
So we
No,
can be
that's
like,
not what I
oh,
meant.
that's so bad.
No. No, just take inspiration from what's around you. Old literature is always great. Myths are always a fantastic source of inspiration.
You know
I'd
what?
invite you to go also watch the Mystic Arts video too. He does a very good explaining what we've talked about.
Drop in the comments. I want to see in the comments below because I'm curious if y'all have had some like good experiences with deals in your D&D campaign,
Mhm.
books you've read, just other forms of media. Drop those in the comments. I want to read them.
Mhm.
Gimme.
With
Gimme.
that, thank you everyone for coming to the podcast. We appreciate it a ton. We're back. We are so back.
Go
everyone.
back, boys and
We're
girls.
so back, and ladies and gentlemen. See, I started this last time, but you guys weren't here for that. Unless you listened to the episode, you three. Make sure you guys. This is to our audience now, but make sure you guys pay your tab and follow us on social medias on Instagram and TikTok at Beyond the Tavern Wall. And if you want to leave a suggestion for the tavern, we got a suggestion box at the front door. You can leave it in at
Great kindling.
beyondthetavernwall@gmail.com, or it's really great kindling for the
I'm
hearth in the middle.
joking.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, joking. I haven't been pouring it in there the whole time. You were asking why it's always empty. Sorry. You can reach out to us at beyondthetavernwall@gmail.com, or you can shoot us an Instagram or TikTok DM. You can do that, and we can reach out to you there. Let's talk about D&D. We'd love to do that. But the best way to support the podcast is by word of mouth. You guys going out, sharing the podcast with your friends and family, D&D groups, or whoever it may be, is the best way to do that. And as always, we always love to give you adventurers a side quest to send you guys out on. And the side quest today is brought to you by none other than our bartender, He doesn't drink himself because it's valuable property that we give to the adventurers. Sam.
That's me.
It is.
All right. Here is your side quest. You need to find that friend of yours who hasn't paid their tab. First of all, come pay your tab, come back to the tavern. Find a friend, share the podcast with them. If they always try to weasel their way out of a deal because of some obscure reason that they can come up with, which sort of makes sense, but at the same time ruins the spirit of the deal and your friendship.
If you know someone who likes to weasel themselves out of a deal, share the podcast with them. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the tavern. We will catch you back here next Wednesday.
Hey.
Bye.